Hello my dear student, welcome to KK Tutorial. So my dear students, today we will learn about matter and its interaction. Let's explore the fundamental concepts of matter and its interactions, as well as the key principles of chemical reactions. We will also discuss about the chemical versus physical changes, states of matter, and chemical equations. So the very first topic that we'll learn today is chemical and physical changes. There are many differences between physical and chemical changes, and it is important to understand them to be able to understand these concepts clearly. So the chemical changes involve the formation of new substances with different chemical properties. The atoms and molecules of the reactants rearrange to form new products. While the physical changes involve a change in the physical state of matter or its physical properties, but no new substances are formed. Dear students, it's essential to recognize the difference between chemical and physical changes. Several changes are obvious, but there are some fundamental concepts to be aware of. Physical changes usually refer to changes in the physical state of stuff. When two or more molecules interact, chemical changes occur on a molecular level. Let's understand about chemical and physical changes in more detail. The chemical changes result in the formation of new substances. The chemical changes involve a change in the atomic or molecular structure of the substances. Chemical change is usually irreversible. It is usually involve the release or absorption of energy. Where in the physical change no formation of a new substance occurs. Physical change involved a change in the physical state or properties of the substances. It is often reversible. It may or may not involve energy changes. Examples of chemical changes would be burning, cooking, rusting, and rotting. Examples of physical changes could be boiling, melting, freezing, and shredding. Let's start with the next topic, that is states of matter. States of matter refer to the physical forms in which matter can exist. There are four main states of matter: solids, liquids, gases, and plasma. Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. It consists of subatomic particles, atoms, ions, and compounds. Sometimes these particles are tightly bound and close together, while other times particles are loosely connected and widely separated. We can change the energy of matter by altering its temperature or pressure, causing matter to transition from one state to another. But, when matter changes state, its chemical identity remains the same. So, if you take ice, melt it, and then boil it, its state of matter changes, but it's always water. Let's study the difference between in the states of matter. First states of matter is solid. Definite shape and volume. Not easily compressed. Tend to have high densities. Tend to be rigid and brittle. Do not flow. Second states of matter is liquid. Definite volume but no fixed shape. Not easily compressed. Tend to have lower densities than solids. Can flow and take the shape of their container. Have surface tension and can form droplets. Third states of matter is gas. Neither a definite shape nor a definite volume. Highly compressible. Low densities. Can flow and completely fill their container. Diffuse and mix with other gases easily. Last but not least states of matter is plasma. No definite shape or volume and can expand to fill any container. Highly conductive. Emits light and other forms of radiation. Generate high temperatures and pressures. Now we'll study about the phase transitions between states of matter. My dear students, have you wondered why substances change form? Changing states of matter occur when matter loses or absorbs energy. These is mainly differentiated into three types: melting point, freezing point, and boiling point. So the melting point of a substance is the temperature at which it changes from a solid to a liquid. The freezing point of a substance is the temperature at which it changes from a liquid to a solid. And the boiling point of a substance is the temperature at which it changes from a liquid to a gas. So here we have completed with the state of matters, and I hope my students you have understood these concepts very well. Quiz time. What is the only substance on earth that exists in all three states at ordinary temperatures? So my dear students, if you know the answer then answer it in comment section. Now let's begin with the topic that is chemical reaction. So a chemical reaction is a process in which one or more substances which is called as reactants are transformed into new substances which is called as products, but that have different chemical properties. So what actually happens in the chemical reaction? During a chemical reaction, the atoms and molecules of the reactants rearrange themselves to form new substances. This process involves the breaking and formation of chemical bonds. And the reactions can be observed through changes in color, temperature, and the formation of gas or a precipitate. When atoms combine to form a molecule, they form chemical bonds. These chemical bonds hold the atoms together in the molecule. When a chemical reaction occurs, these bonds can either be broken or formed. When the bonds are broken, energy is required is called as exothermic reaction. For example, burning wood reacts with oxygen, breaking their bonds and forming new ones between carbon and oxygen. The resulting heat and light release is what causes flames. And when the bonds are formed, energy is released is called as endothermic reaction. For example, during photosynthesis, plants use energy from the sun to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose and oxygen. In this reaction, energy is absorbed. Now we'll do one experiment. Here you have to take baking soda and vinegar. First you will put some amount of baking soda into vinegar. Now the chemical reaction will take place between baking soda and vinegar. They will exchange their molecules to form a new substance called as carbon dioxide. My dear students, let's begin with next topic that is chemical equation. A chemical equation is a way of describing a chemical reaction using chemical formulas. The reactants in a chemical equation are always on the left side, and the products are always on the right. In any chemical reaction, the number and kinds of atoms in the reactants must equal the number and types of atoms in the products. The equation must be balanced. Always remember that matter can be neither created nor destroyed. In law of conservation of mass, the reactants in a chemical equation are always on the left side, and the products are always on the right. Here chemical reaction take place between hydrogen and oxygen which give rise to water. Next reaction took place between the water and sodium chloride which make up the product called as sodium bicarbonate. So here we have completed with the topic matter and its interaction. Thank you for watching my dear students. If you found these content helpful and informative then don't forget to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe my channel for more. See you in next video.